cross. Ordinances. But you might say, Pastor Ben, not one jot. It says in Matthew chapter 5, and I've quoted this a lot, and you guys have heard me quote it. Not one jot or tittle has passed from the law. And I agree. But some things have been fulfilled, and some things now, the way we follow the law has changed. By that I mean we don't sacrifice animals anymore. That was part of the law. That was an ordinance of the law. Christ fulfilled that. So our observation of the law has changed. Now it's easy to overlook that. You know, when Christ said, I have not changed one, or it's easy to misinterpret what he said. He said, I have not come to change one jot or tittle of the law. Now when you're looking at that, you're thinking, that's the letter of the law. I mean, how else do you interpret that? One jot or tittle, that means there is absolutely nothing changed. But you got to think about it. You got to read it in context. Because, again, our observation of the law in certain respects when it comes to feast days, sacrifices has changed. They've been fulfilled in Christ. Now let me say something. A lot of people miss this point. When Christ was being accused by some of slackening the law because he had compassion and he was, not rigid like the scribes and Pharisees. So people were accusing him, hey, you're lawless. And you know what? I can't stand lawless people. I love the law of God. But Christ wanted to make a point. He said, wait a second. I have not come to change one jot or tittle of law. And then he goes on. And he brings the law even more, he teaches the law even more, the moral law even more severe than that of the scribes and Pharisees. In other words, he had stricter requirements. He said that even if you don't carry out murder, if you hate your brother in your heart for no reason, just because you're jealous, envious, or whatever, you're a murderer. And he went on to say that, hey, even if you have lustful thoughts towards other women while you're married, you're an adulterer, even if you don't commit the act. But he wasn't talking about strict ritual observances. He was talking about God's law in our hearts. It starts in our hearts. That he has not changed one jot or tittle. The whole spirit of the law. He did not come to change. He came to amplify it. Are you following me? Does it make sense to you? One jot or tittle of law is not Christ referring to the letter of the law. It's referring to the spirit of the law.